A terrible story from the hotel. Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. So, grab a snack, get comfy, because today I'm sharing a wild story about the absolute worst hotel experience I've ever had. Weary Hotel, first impressions. So let's set the scene. I had booked this hotel online, and the pictures looked amazing. You know, one of those boutique hotels with the fancy lobby and stylish rooms. I was super excited. I arrived, and the lobby, well, let's just say it didn't quite match the photos. The lighting was dim, the furniture looked worn out, and the front desk clerk was nowhere to be seen. I stood there awkwardly for like 10 minutes before someone finally showed up. Not a great start, right? Red flags. As I'm waiting, I notice a couple of other guests arguing with staff about extra charges. Location flag. Should have taken that as a sign. When I finally get to check in, the clerk seems totally uninterested. No smile, no welcome, just a ID and credit card. Okay then, entering the room. I get my key, drag my luggage to the elevator, which made this unsettling creaking noise all the way up. I'm praying it doesn't get stuck. I reach my floor, walk down this long, dimly lit hallway that feels straight out of a horror movie. Flashlight finally, I find my room. I open the door, and, oh boy, the room is tiny. Like, I could practically touch both walls with my arms outstretched. Room conditions. First thing I notice is the bed. The linens are wrinkled, and there's this weird stain on the pillowcase. Confounded face gross. The bathroom? Let's not even go there. Moldy tiles in a sink that looks like it's about to detach from the wall. The mini fridge was making this loud buzzing noise, and there was a stale odor in the air. Not exactly the cozy retreat I was hoping for. Discovering more issues, I try to settle in, telling myself it's just for a couple of nights. But then I spot a cockroach scurrying across the floor. Cockroach, nope, nope, nope. I jump onto the bed, probably not the safer option, considering the stains. I also notice that the window doesn't lock properly, which is super concerning since I'm on a lower floor. Security. What's that? Noise disturbances. As if things couldn't get worse, I start hearing this loud music thumping from next door. It's the middle of the day, so I think maybe it'll stop by evening. Spoiler alert, it didn't. Musical notes, the walls were so thin I could hear their entire conversation. Laughter, everything. Sleeping was going to be a challenge. Contacting hotel staff. I decide to call the front desk to see if I can switch rooms. The phone doesn't work. Of course it doesn't. So, I trek back down to the lobby. I explain the issues. The unclean room, the noise, the security concern with the window. Lack of support. The clerk looks at me blankly and says, "We're fully booked." There's nothing we can do. No apology. No attempt to make things right. Just a shrug. I'm like, "Can you at least send someone to fix the window?" She nods and says someone will be up shortly. I go back to my room and wait. And wait. An hour goes by. Nobody shows up. Major incident. And then the power goes out. Light bulb, complete darkness. I hear commotion in the hallway. So I peek out, and apparently the entire floor is out. Emergency lighting? Nah, that's too fancy for this place. At this point, my phone is dying, and I can't charge it because, well, no power. Then, I hear what sounds like water dripping. I check the bathroom, and water is leaking from the ceiling. Shower, my suitcase is getting soaked. Emotional impact. I felt a mix of anger and helplessness. Here I am, in a pitch-black, soggy room, with my belongings getting wet and zero assistance from the hotel staff. I started questioning all my life choices that led me to this moment. Tears of joy. Speaking with management, I make my way back down to the lobby, which thankfully has power. I demand to speak with the manager. After waiting another 20 minutes, a manager finally comes out. I explain everything. The filthy room, the cockroach, the broken window, the noise, the power outage, the leak. His response? These things happen sometimes. Flushed, "Excuse me?" I couldn't believe the lack of accountability. Seeking alternatives. I ask if there's any way they can help me find another hotel or at least refund me so I can leave. He says since I booked online through a third party, refunds aren't possible on their end. Unbelievable. It's late, and I'm in an unfamiliar city. Most hotels are booked, and the ones that aren't are way out of my price range. Gathering evidence, I decide to document everything. I take photos and videos of the room, the leaks, the stains, the cockroach, everything. Camera with flash if they're not going to help me. At least I can warn others and try to get some sort of compensation later. I call the customer service of the booking site. After being on hold for eternity, I finally speak with someone. I explain the situation, send them the photos, and they agree that it's unacceptable. Outcome of complaints. After some back and forth, the booking site offers me a refund for the remaining nights and a discount voucher for future use. Not perfect, but better than nothing. The hotel, however, remains unapologetic. No refund for the first night, no assistance, nada. Relocation. I managed to find a last-minute room at another hotel not too far away. I arrive, and it's like stepping into paradise. Glowing star, the staff is friendly. The room is clean, everything works. I literally did a happy dance when I got to my room. Lessons learned. Looking back, there were definitely red flags I ignored, like the too good to be true price and some questionable reviews I brushed off. Lesson learned. Always do thorough research before booking, and maybe avoid places with terms like budget and rustic charm if you're not up for surprises. Advice to viewers. So, here's my advice to all of you. Read recent reviews carefully. Pay attention to guest photos, not just the professional ones. If something feels off upon arrival, don't hesitate to change plans. Always trust your gut. Final thoughts. In the end, while it was a nightmare in the moment, it makes for a pretty entertaining story now. Plus, it reminded me of the importance of advocating for myself and not settling for unacceptable situations. Engagement with audience. Have you ever had a hotel horror story? Fearful face, I'd love to hear about it. Drop your experiences in the comments below. Maybe we can write a book on what not to do when traveling. Thanks for sticking around and listening to my rant. If you enjoyed this video, or at least got a laugh out of my misery, give it a thumbs up. Thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe for more travel stories and tips. Until next time, stay safe and happy travels, airplane.